What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Zebec today, ZBCN. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 8th day of July, and here we are at about $0.0025. 5 days, 22 hours left in this week. About 22 hours left in the day. Yeah, probably just a little bit less than that. I don't believe that we're done moving down just yet. Right, there was a time where we actually were assuming that we had our low, but and that was a nice reaction that we had on the 6th there, but I don't assume that that's the low. Don't get excited for any bullish candle, right? Just because it looks bullish like this one here doesn't mean that you can't go lower. And oftentimes I would feel like there are more false signals than real signals, like this here. You want these real signals to be in tandem with other things, not just standalone, right? If you're just looking at this candlestick and thinking that it's going to go up because of that, you'll be sourly mistaken most of the time. Not always, right? Bullish candle, that was the low, and you continue to move up, right? Rather bullish candle here for continuation, but then you reversed, right? Bullish candle there, continued to go down, bearish candle there, and you went up shortly thereafter. I guess you did go down rather immediately, but I digress. I would expect that we go a little bit lower. The obvious area to go to at this point in time would be somewhere around here. It's not that it doesn't make sense to find support here. You really could. It is possible. You are at prior areas here of resistance, right? If we take a high right here at this kind of area, that's exactly where you found your low. Was literally right there. So I mean, it's not that it's completely irrelevant, but I would just say that this line here, this 00214, 0022 area, it is more relevant. That's all. 0021 probably even. And if Bitcoin drops, like I think it's going to, and like it is, then likely what we would see is we would see ZBCN drop lower as well. Although Bitcoin today, how much is Bitcoin down? It's down 0.5%. ZBCN's holding up a little bit better so far, yeah. Or no, it's at 0.6%. Anyways, let's just look at this on the 1 hour time frame. We'll zoom out from there and we'll wrap this bad boy up, okay? Let's see here. Let us see. Oh, let's see. Loading. All right, we've got all these fancy indicators on here. They're not really that fancy. But yeah, 1 hour MACD rejecting the zero line, bearish, right? That's actually a bearish thing. That's not what you want to see. You kind of, what just happened? You've kind of rejected it over here, and that sent you lower. RSI showing a little bit more life than we saw, over the weekend, but nothing too crazy. After all, we just had a higher high with a lower high in price. Looking like we want to go down. I mean, we're in a bit of a downtrend right now. I would think that we continue to go down, my friends. Yeah, that's probably what we do. If we're looking at this here from a relative low to a relative high, 1272, 1414, perfect areas to find support, something around there. You might go all the way down to 002 at this point, you guys. And if you go lower than that even, it's okay, but I doubt that you do. I'd be very surprised if you did. But maybe 00186, 0019, something around there. That could be where you find support, but I absolutely do believe you're going lower. You don't normally grind the golden ratio area out like this and bounce. Okay, that's probably not what's going to happen. And then rejecting the MACD, stochastics look like they want to get oversold. Not good looks, guys. 4 hour time frame, downtrend, lower highs, lower lows. You're still in this area here. You're looking like you're ready to break out of it, but you might just go a little bit lower again, get a higher low, something like that, bullish divergence, get a lower low here in the price, right? Bullish divergence. And then continue to build. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if you saw a big wick, probably even a bigger wick than this here, down to about 0021, something around there. Move up from there. That should be your low. And I would expect to get resolution today or tomorrow. Like literally today, the 8th of July, it could be today if not tomorrow, okay? The 8th or the 9th would be my expectation by the way of the charts here. MACD, getting some green. Yeah, I'm not impressed though. Right, it's not that we didn't do. We had a little bit, but not really anything. Stochastics are rejecting the 50. That's not a good look. So yes, lower we go. Everything's agreeing there. How's the price doing for BTC? Chilling. We've made some downward progress already today. ZBCN here on the daily time frame, building that bearish momentum. Right now it looks like it's decaying, but this brand new day has just started. So if we can come down a little bit more, we should get a solid red bar here, building some bearish momentum, rejecting the overbought zone with the blue line here on the stochastics, or sorry, the oversold zone. That's bearish, and we just got into the oversold zone on the daily RSI. So all bearish things. We're so close, man. We're so close. It's teasing at this point. Be patient, right? You've kind of got this like parabolic curve almost right here. It's very small, but these kind of things don't last forever. Nothing moves in a straight line, and whenever it does find its low, probably around here, you're gonna probably V-shape recover out of this. Understand, this is why we had no problem buying here, right? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I shouldn't say that we bought here. I have not bought ZBCN. I don't hold any ZBCN, which is why I hate it so much. No, I've considered buying it, but my money's tied up in other places right now. So, and I think ZBCN would be an opportune moment right here. I really do believe, guys, what you're going to see, you're probably going to rip. So typically with V-shaped recoveries, what you see is where the V started, you go up to that area and even a little bit through it. Does the V start here? Did it start here? I'm going to say it starts here. You might find a little bit of resistance up through it. What I'm talking about here, guys, is if we find support at this area that I think we're going to go to, you're going to get 100% move, 130% move. It's going to happen like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days later, maybe even shorter time frame than that because you've already done this before. You might slice through it like butter. It could be in 1 day. You just move right up there from finding support down here. It's going to be a rapid recovery. It is going to be, all I know, maybe it's not this fast, maybe it's faster. All I know or believe to know is that it won't take this long. It'll be faster than the move down. V-shaped recoveries are typically faster on the way up than they are on the way down, but not always, but just typically. And again, they tend to end where they began. And it's always hard to say, did it begin up here? Did it begin right here? I'm just going to be conservative and say it ended here. But no matter what, where you find support, oh, come on, man. TradingView's been glitchy. I'm going to have to restart this thing again. If you find support here and then you move up, you're likely, even if you find resistance, turbulence, you're likely going to continue moving up and seeing new all-time highs, right? In time, and really no time at all, my friends, you'll be at new all-time highs. We're anticipating targets that are what, around like 2 cents at a minimum? No, maybe not. What was it? Is it 2 cents at a minimum? Let's see. I think, yeah, 1.97 cents at a minimum is what I'm thinking. We're going to go to the 1886200 level again. Oh, yes, but it's going to be a little bit lower than that. Let's go here. Something like that. Yeah, there we go. 2.1 cents to 2.4 cents. If not there, I mean, man, you really could go all the way up to 5 cents. I wouldn't be surprised. That was a nice move. That was a 10.2x move right there that you saw in like a month and a week's time. I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of August we saw something that was even more robust, okay? Because this was your breakout of this initial consolidated phase here. You start seeing new all-time highs. You've got all this attention on you, right? There's plenty of people, and if we look at ZBCN here on the Bybit chart, yeah, the one with the most volume, plenty of people. In fact, the majority of investors probably in ZBCN bought on these 2 weeks here. The biggest week was the top week. We had a very big week in volume here as well. A lot of people bought the top. But the reality is, whether you timed it well, shout out to Crypto Future for putting it on everybody's radar before it blew up immediately, or not immediately. It took some time, but blew up fantastically is what I should say. But if you weren't following him or you weren't aware of this project until the end, regardless if you bought here or you bought here, everybody's aware of it now. It's on people's watch lists. People who have interest in looking for gems, hidden gems, cryptos that'll have 100x potential. This thing absolutely has that, right? At its current market cap, where is the freaking market cap? Why won't it tell me? Does it not have it here? Normally it does have it here, but that's okay. The market cap is pretty damn low, right? It's like less than $300 million at this point in time. Let's see, ZBCN. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. ZBCN. Yeah, $213 million, and if it goes a little bit lower, a market cap like that, it dropped down a lot. We've already seen like an over 60% drop from the high. Regardless if you bought at the right time or wrong time, you've got attention now, and that attention should create kind of a supply shock at the right buying opportunity. You'll have people who are planning to buy here, who nut up and buy. You're going to have people who plan to buy here who don't, and then it pumps, and then they'll buy there. They'll buy all the way up. People are going to FOMO, and then when it breaks out to new all-time highs, that's whenever the magic really starts to happen. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if you saw something on the lines of a similar move to this, maybe just a little bit smaller. If not, genuinely, you could see a 20x move or more. Something between 2 to 5 cents is what I'm thinking personally. I've got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, please. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this, and I'll see you on the next one, okay? All right, take care. Bye-bye.